1 2 1 2. Bada bing, bada bong. King of the Pit TV. There's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV. The metalcore connoisseur has signed in once again via the Patreon, saying, "Bruh, Counterparts put out a new record. Gotta check it out." Joel, it feels like the last time you got in touch with me, Counterparts had a new record out. These dudes must be quite prolific with their releases right about now. Either that or time is flying by. This band is hitting the studio every once in a while, I'll tell you that. We got 6 more tunes from Counterparts. Relatively short record, as we got 2 minutes 17, 2 minutes 17, 2 minutes 6 to finish the record off. But I know it's, you know what? This is going to bring me back. This is going to bring me back because we'd have bands in the circuit, right? One band in particular I'm thinking of is Desolated, right? And if you're aware of Counterparts, I'd be surprised if you don't know about Desolated, in all honesty. Well, if you're like into music and into heavy music, I'm surprised, and this sort of adjacent music, I'd be surprised. But they did put a record out, a deathcore record. No one really cared about it. And then they rebranded themselves with a 3-track record. And then, of course, aside from that, you had Malevolence, who sort of, I think it was only a 2-track they had, and they just jammed off of that for a bit. But in the world of local bands that develop good followings, the experience I've had through being at a grassroots level has been they maybe put a demo out. They put a record of some sort out, but it's not necessarily like a great big effort. And then they use an EP as a stepping stone to the full length. And the EP tends to be very well polished, good financial investment, you know, good sound engineer, good capability, good craft and musicianship upon there. And, you know, on this channel, we listen to big bands and great big epic bands. And the EP is something that doesn't get given the props it should. It's all LPs and long form records, and the band doesn't return to the EP after doing so, doesn't utilize the EP for what it's worth. And to me, some of the best music I've heard have come from EPs, come from 5 tracks, 4 tracks, 3 tracks, 6 tracks, you know? Because you can condense magic into a small concentrated burst of energy, whereas with an LP it can drag a little, or it could be spread too thin. Without further ado, the first track is the longest at 3 minutes 40. A Martyr Left Alive. This listen through goes out to Joel. Let's sign in. Everyone else on the Patreon, I'm getting on. You'll be next. Yo, you just see me bobbing my head for nothing. Obviously, you're not getting any volume through, but I was for 24 seconds. So, let me get that back to you, yeah? Hold on. Where's my audio input? Ratted bumberclatty. Give me 1 second. I'll be back in a second. Right, after a little bit of mucking about, I finally sorted it out. Let's get into it, yeah? Martyr Left Alive. Let's get stuck in, people. Come on. Come on. You got comments? No comments. Come on. Where we at? This is a great band, man. This is a great band. I love these moments. Pure Noise Records. Like, check. Better. Bro, I know we're just about to kick in. I'll reverse a few seconds, but we've actually got the publishing percentage here, which is mad. So, like, when I play this recording, there's going to be a royalty paid out. Now, don't get me wrong, it's going to be through... Well, actually... I think there might be two different sets of royalties. So you'll have the advertising from YouTube. So YouTube will be paying out to whomever is running the YouTube account or whichever bank account is connected to that. But aside from that, there should be the music distributor that gets some degree of payment from the performance royalties and the writing royalties and so forth. And we've got the music publishing here. So this will be the songwriting. Brendan Murphy, 50% of the cut. So what this means is literally who's making the money or the percentage of the royalty when you hear this music played in public. So let's say, for example, now there's performance royalty organizations, right? If I own a business, if I run a shop, yeah, I need to be PRS licensed. Performance, what is PRS? The Performance Royalty Society or something like that. I need to have a PRS license to legally play music in my shop because it's theft otherwise, because I'm utilizing somebody else's intellectual property in order to create more value of my shop, of my business, right? It's so much nicer, isn't it, when you're in the pub at a bar or something and there's a little bit of background music? Well, maybe it isn't, but each to your own. When you go to a pub and there's no background music, it's probably because they're not paying the license, because it can be quite expensive just for the sake of playing music in your shop, right? And I'm gonna ramble on for a second, right? Because if you don't know about this is quite a few interesting tidbits. Let's say I work from home, I'm self-employed, right? I can get charged by this organization if they walk by my window and I'm playing the radio. If I'm playing music from my laptop as I'm working. Because I'm at a place of work per se, but I'm not licensed to legally play this music, this copyright music in my place of work. So I need to purchase a PRS license. But let's say I own a shop, yeah? And in my shop I play this new Counterparts record, right? There will be a payment. I think it's 3 times a year. So what would you call that? Tri-quarterly? I know that's not a quarter, but you tell me what that means. 3 times a year, there's a payment paid out to the songwriters, yeah? It can be very lucrative. Songwriting is where most of the money is when it comes to this game, right? Because let's say you sign to a label, they're going to take your masters, yeah? They're going to take the recording. It's been a minute since I've been involved in this game, don't get me wrong. But they won't take your songwriting credit. Your songwriting credit is... Anyway, who gives a fuck? To put a long story short, Brendan Murphy is going to be making 50% of the money generated on the songwriting when this is played in a shop, yeah? Whereas Jesse Doreen will make 30%, Kyle Brownlee will make 12%, and Tyler Williams will play 8%. So you can see when a band actually starts to make money, how political it can get, because now we're financially entering an uncomfortable zone. Because let's say Tyler Williams at 8% says, man, let me write a few songs. I'm not getting paid enough. And the main guy, Brendan Murphy's like, nah, I've been writing songs since day one. You're not writing songs. And then Tyler's like, well, I'm not getting money. I'm going to leave the band. You see how this can work out? Bro, I got kids to feed. When we started this band, we didn't even talk about this. We just let you write the songs. But now it's getting serious and you're getting paid so much more than we are. I got kids to feed. I need a larger percentage. Do you see where I'm coming from? Now we're not just creating art. We're not just creating music. We're a business. And we need to, it's fascinating to me, man. It's fascinating. I might have left alive. I digress. Ooh. It was good, eh? It was good, eh? Where do I start? Like, making a breakdown heavier is a work of art in itself. Taking something heavy, then making it heavier, is a crazy work of art. That was enjoyable. We've got With Loving Arms Disfigured coming up next.